Good evening, good afternoon, comrades and friends. I have come here as a citizen of Malawi, not to create any havoc, but I've come here because of the message which I saw on Facebook, which was written by the former second lady, Mrs. Saulos Cross Chirima, Mary Chirima. She was urging all Malawians and the international community ask the Malawian government led by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Malawi, Dr. Makathi Chakwera Lazarus, to say that he must institute or he must form a commission of inquiry which will look into the death of our own husband, who happens to be the former Vice President of the Republic of Malawi. Me, as a citizen of Malawi, who wants what is good for his or her country, I do support the former second lady, Mrs. Chirima, Mary Chirima, on his quest to ask the President of the Republic to put a commission of inquiry. It is very good. I do understand that the part of the government, they said that we should not talk about the death of Saulos Chirima. I don't know where are they getting the guts to force people in stopping them from telling the truth when it comes to the death of Saulos Cross Chirima. I think many Malawians, including myself, have got so many questions that we can ask from the government. To tell you the truth without hiding, Saulos Chirima was killed by the people from the MCP government. This is a fact. And if they're going around intimidating people to say that, where do you get the evidence? The evidence is plainly there. Saulos Chirima was a vice president of the country, number one. For him being the vice president of the country, that means his own security was provided by the state. Who is the head of state, cabinet, and government is the president of Malawi, Mr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera. Who appoints Minister of Defense and Minister of Police, Minister of Homeland Security is the same. Minister of Defense is Mr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera. Who appoints the intelligence of Malawi is the state president. Who appoints the Commander General is the president. Who appoints the Inspector General of the Police is the president. Everything lies with him. So, when presidents are going out, I don't believe that even Mr. Chakwera, he goes on the queue to stamp his passport. What I know is that Mr. Chakwera, he leaves his cars, he goes into the flight straight. His passport is stamped by other people. It is found with him in the flight. So when it comes, why am I saying this? It's because Mr. Saulos Chirima, when he came back from Korea, he came to Africa. From South Africa, upon the death, he received that Mr. Raf Kasambara has passed on in a hotel mysteriously. He passed on in a hotel. Being a friend and being a vice president, he was delegated by the president. This is why it is getting Jewish. He was delegated by the state president to say, you are going there to represent me as a president. His office being a delegated office, he had no right to say no. On top of that, being a friend of Mr. Raf Kasambara, he had no reason to say, I'm not going. He had the right to say, to have a dignified send-off to his friend, to say, let me say goodbye to my friend. So he was delegated to go to Nkatabe. Unfortunately, he didn't know what was planned. We understand that Mr. Richard Chimwendo was part of the delegation to go into the flight, but he was told that the flight was full. A flight of 19 people, only 9 people were there. That means it was empty with 10 people who were also supposed to be part of the crew. But Chimwendo Banda was stopped from entering the flight. Okay? Fast forward, Mr. Chirima entered the flight with his comrades from UTM. on their way to Mzuzu. The flight never reached Mzuzu. It started meandering. I'm doing this, meandering. Kuenda mozungulira chonchi. Then the flight went missing on the radar, as they say. Let us follow their words. The flight went missing on the radar. 10:10. They were informed to say, oh, that plan which we had, it looks like it is successful, bearing fruits. We would wait, we would hear anything from now onwards. They were rejoicing. Yeah, we are going to do this, we are going to do this. You can see Ken is carrying home at the funeral, sending text messages to his friends. That's what they were doing. So when they were doing that, we didn't know anything. Rumors were ahead that the plane went missing of the vice president because the plane is taking 1 hour from Lilongwe to Mzozo. Unfortunately, from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, half 7, the President of the Republic of Malawi came on the national podium to say, I was on my way to Bahamas, but I did not want to go there because the plane is missing for the vice president. Let us put all of those people in the flight in our players, so that they all alive, they achieved to arrive. Our surprise, we knew that there was something wrong. They said the flight went missing around 16:10. So why did the President of the Republic of Malawi delay to announce the missing plane? These are the questions that we as citizens are asking. What was the main reason? Because at the same time he heard that this is what has happened, he would have gone into his convoy and advised the people to say, if you hear any strange thing, please go there to rescue those people. He never did that. The commander, the Army General of Malawi Defense Force, he also lied on the podium. The president said that the flight arrived in Mzuzu, but upon its arrival in Mzuzu, it was returned back to Lilongwe. That's when it went missing on the radar, which was not true. The bishop in Mzuzu, he said that the flight never reached Mzuzu. He was arrested. The German flight investigators, they said that the flight never reached Mzuzu. In agreement with that bishop of Mzuzu, they were never arrested. What we saw is that Mr. Chakwera went to Germany. I don't know to do what. I don't know what to do. So if people are asking questions, Mr. President, it's not that they are pointing at you. We are trying to find out the truth about something. You have to come clean. No one from your government has resigned as a result of that tragedy. No one. We were expecting Minister of Homeland Security, Kenneth Karengoma, to resign. We are expecting a Minister of Defense to resign, Minister of Disaster to resign. Even yourself, you could have resigned from the position of the president to say no. In the history of Malawi, this has happened for the first time. I'm not supposed to become a president any longer. But because you are so agitated to become the leader once again, that's why it doesn't bother you. Malawians are crying left, right, and center to say, Mr. President, please implement a commission of inquiry so that we can go down to the bottom of this matter. It looks like they are speaking to deaf ears. So, Mr. President, you have to resign or call for the commission of inquiry into the death of your former vice president. You are appointing Manganya to become Malawi. You are are appointing Manganya. Of course, it is per the agreement. Why didn't you appoint Mr. Gariat? Or Mr. Mr. Newton Gambar, for that matter? You appoint Mr. Gariat. I mean Manganya. So, Mr. President, this is not a laughing matter. Mary Shirima has come clean to say that she needs you to implement a commission of inquiry, and we as Malawian citizens will fully agree with her to say that this is what we need to do. But if we are to ask who is the leader of government business, it's yourself. Who is the Minister of Defense reporting to is to you. Who is the Minister of Homeland Security reporting to is to you. Who is providing state security for the president and the vice? It's the ministers from the MCP government. So who neglected his own duty? It's your own ministers. Why can't you understand why people are saying that you killed the vice president? This is open. Your own people are the ones who misled you and who gave you the authority to say that the plane arrived in Mzuzu while it never reached Mzuzu. Well, the fact remains that the plane never reached Mzuzu, and it's the truth. You have never disputed with the German authorities to say that the plane never reached Mzuzu, but you had the audacity to send the police to go to Mzuzu and arrest the bishop just because he said that the plane never reached Mzuzu. So for you to stop arresting people, or for you to stop hearing these unnecessary noises from the citizens, it's the only time you call for the commission of inquiry. Then you must also participate in that commission of inquiry, whereby we'll be asking you questions to say, where did you get this idea that the plane reached Mzuzu? And why did you delay to announce the missing of the plane soon as you got the message that the plane went missing? Why? What was the main reason? And why is it that the president, the former vice president, had his trousers taken off, his shoes taken off from him? Huh? Why is it that the police had their shoes taken off from them, the soldiers, the protection services for the vice president, had their boots taken off? Why? Who took off those clothes from them? These are the necessary questions that we'll be asking. Why did you delay? Are we wrong to ask this? I think the guy who planned for the death of these people, he did not do his own research. That's why even today when we say we need a commission of inquiry, your mom, you don't want to talk about it. You're just saying they must never use it for political reasons. He was a politician. Saulos Chidima was a politician. And people will never stop asking questions. Like the same way you did with Gadama. You killed Gadama, you're the MCP guys. That's why who gave the orders to the soldiers to say you must stop the siege up until tomorrow? Who gave you those authority to say stop the siege up until tomorrow morning? Where do you see soldiers sleeping? Because the moment the soldiers they go to sleep, the nation is at risk. And I believe that you, a president, you knew everything. Because if you didn't know anything, that means you are incapacitated, you have to resign as well. Any president that does not know what is happening in his own country is not a president. Because a president must be briefed in each and every minute, every hour by state intelligence, national intelligence agents. That's why they are there. Their job is to work 24/7, looking at the state security. If you are saying you did not know anything, why are you still the president? Why are you still the president? When people speak out, you start arresting them, intimidating them. If Chirima died under the DPP government, I do believe that Mr. Chakwera would be speaking in parliament everywhere. Why is it that you don't even want to entertain The fact that they want to speak this matter in parliament, and you MCP guys, you say you can't speak about Chilima in parliament. You are showing you that you are the ones who betrayed Chilima. You are the ones who did this to Chilima through your actions. You could be remorseful by doing this. Chilima was going up and down, day and night, campaigning for you. Kama nenaza chikondi changwangwa lero ndawa ndizomwe chibadana nenato chikondi chankhwangwa chimene mwapanga ino. You didn't love Mr. Chilima, you just said wolose nkakutafuna, and you have done that. You could have felt sorry for his family. All for the commission of inquiry. That's where we can meet and ask you necessary questions, because it looks like ndinogonda mkhutu zanu uja mwampirikisa koma inuyo you are busy trying to become leaders again, campaigning for what? What would have you done for you to deserve another term? Nothing. So we as African citizens, as Malawian citizens, will always speak truth and will never be intimidated. That's it. Thank you very much.